Louise from Ray White. I thought it would be prime opportunity now to give you a bit of an update on how we're travelling through our COVID-19 lockdown. It seems like we've been in this situation for quite a long time, but in actual fact it hasn't been that long. We have waited a little bit to see what the government was doing in regards to legislation changes. We have all those legislation changes now, with the last one coming out on Friday. So we now have the guidelines on what we've got to do for tenant affected COVID properties in regards to changes with legislation. It can be a bit of a fragile line dealing with rent variations with tenants, but if your property is at all impacted, we'll be discussing that with you and going through that on a one-by-one basis. For the most part, the properties in the Hunter Valley have had minimal disruption to the rent payments due to COVID-19, which is a really good thing to see. The legislation has changed, and there is a special legislation just for COVID for all types of rentals within New South Wales. The main one to understand is a 90-day termination. If a tenant can prove that they have been impacted by more than 25% of the household income, then they are considered COVID affected, and all terminations are now increased to 90 days for those tenants. That's for everything. That is end of fixed term lease, end of continuous lease, vacant possession if you've got the property on the market for sale. That now extends out to a 90-day notice period. With vacant properties, we are still able to show vacant properties. Where possible, we are doing video walkthroughs of properties and putting those online, and we are vetting tenant applications before showing the tenant the property. So that way, we're only showing tenants that are serious about the property and they're already pre-approved before they even go out. Routine inspections. We suspended them for a couple of weeks till we waited to see what was going in, and then when lockdown looked like it was going to be here to stay for quite some time, we then instituted very quickly different forms of doing routine inspections. One of them is a Zoom video walkthrough with the tenant, and the other one is a survey, and the tenants have been given the option. If they are not technology savvy, then we can do a physical inspection using social distancing laws. So we just need to work along that. When it's time for your property to have a routine inspection, we will send you another little video like this one so that you know what's happening and how it's all going to play out for your routine. Rent variations, they're on a case-by-case scenario. As mentioned before, we've done a bit of a risk factor and found that not many people are impacted, but you'll get another update from us to let you know where we think your property stands. If a tenant needs a rent variation, we'll be in contact with you on the phone to go through all of that with you, and so that you understand your obligations, you understand the tenant obligations, and that we can work through that as a partnership together to get the right outcome for you. If there's any more changes coming up due to COVID-19, you'll hear from us and we'll keep you updated when it's necessary from any major changes. Have a good afternoon. Thank you.